There are modern game systems that play modern games. There are retro game systems that play retro games. And also in today's stuff you can buy, there are modern game systems that play retro games. So in that vein of modern game systems that play retro games, we have this device right here, which is the AtGames Legends Flashback. Now, when I first saw this system, I saw it when it was announced last, I think summer or fall, and I said, hey, that's crap. I'm not buying that. And then after a little bit, I saw it kind of in some videos, namely over on Emceemur's channel, which I do recommend checking out. And one thing got to me on that I liked a lot, and that is that it has an SD card slot. And what can you do with an SD card slot on one of these kind of plug and play or, you know, new hardware that plays retro games? Well, you can add more games than what comes on it. Let's just cut right through that. And where do you get these games? Well, you pirate them. Well, you're not supposed to. So let's pretend, for all logic purposes and legalities, that all the games that can be added to it, you own a copy of. You have a device that can rip the game from the cartridge or rip the game from a CD, so it's all nice and legal. Anyway, so I want to take a look at this device. I was kind of excited for it. And one thing I gotta say, you know, AtGames, they get a lot of flack. They make a lot of questionable products, but the fact that they put an SD card slot on this system does show me one thing. They're doing something that people like. They're doing something, they're trying. And what I mean is there's no reason they have to put an SD card slot on this. I mean, right away it says it has 50 built-in games. They could leave it just at that. As 50 games, that's all you get for the 40 or 60 bucks this costs. But no. They put an SD card slot on it. They expanded it. You can do more with it. You can update it. That's just something that I think, you know, with all the flack AtGames gets, that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Here it is over at the table. We have the AtGames Legends Flashback, and looking right at this, it's a whole bunch of stuff on here. So we're looking at, you know, Mega Man and Burger Time Guy and Ryu and whatever this is, and Mappy Mouse and this fellow and the Galaga. Is that just the Galaga? I forget. Up here, Capcom, Tetris, Data East, Acclaim. I like how those are companies, but Tetris. Was Tetris a company? Maybe, whatever. Okay, so let's take a look at the back. Kind of, you know, one thing, listen to that. It's a lot of noise for maybe AtGames. Your packaging is questionable. Let's just throw that out there. So looking at the back, if you want to pause, I'm not going through all 50 of these, but looking at these, you know, as I said, Mega Man, Mappy, Lock and Chase, Judge Dredd, Joe and Mac Return, Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja, Heavy Barrel, 1942, you know, Act Fancer, I don't know what that is, Ghouls and Ghosts, Galaga's right there, and many, many more. So on the sides, taking a look, what's the sides say? Well, Flashback console, 50 built-in games, wired controllers, micro USB power adapter, instructions, HDMI cable not included. They had to cut that cost somewhere. So I guess when it comes down to either giving you an AC adapter or an HDMI cable, AtGames decided to dump the HDMI cable, which does play into the whole, what do you need? What's crucial about this? I think both are still needed. Both are cheap enough that they could have included them. If you're looking at that design is very reminiscent of the AtGames Sega that has the Sega built-in games and the cartridge slot. Pretty much the same exact thing as far as the shape of that goes. Take a look, see what's in here. Instructions, and that's it. I mean, nothing's in a bag. Really? AtGames, come on. I'm trying to give you credit in the beginning of the video, and you don't put anything in a bag. Seriously? So anyways, let's take a closer look at this stuff. So again, we're looking at right here, this is the AtGames Flashback itself. We have a power and a menu button up top. It was already pressed down. Right up top here, controller slots. I don't see an IR sensor on here like the Sega version had. On the back, there's that SD card slot. There's the HDMI port, and there is the power cable, which of course is micro USB. That's about it. We have all our legal stuff on the back here. Put that aside. AC adapter, pretty typical looking AC adapter. Looking at the voltage on this, just real quick. So it is putting out 5 volts, 1 amp, typical ish cell phone and the controllers. Well, they're certainly clicky. Now, I don't know response-wise, obviously, without plugging this in and playing it, but feeling it, it feels good. It doesn't feel mushy. You know, this feels like a typical Genesis controller where this whole kind of thing right here is kind of floating around. But overall, that's not bad. Of course, the other controller's the same. And the instructions, I don't think we need too much for this. Do we need instructions to read? Nah, we don't need instructions. It has 2 ports on it and 2 control slots. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and plug this in and get some footage of it and see what it does. So we're looking at the featured games, A to Z, arcade games, console games, settings, and about. And then recently played, of course, and favorites. So anyway, peeking at the menu in here. So settings, we have some backgrounds, it looks like, some card management stuff, and background music on and off, and overdrive. No explanation of what overdrive is. I guess we'll have to figure that out. So if we go into the featured games, let's try out Galaga. And blah, blah, blah. Okay, so directional movement, start game. Oh, I didn't even do that. All right, no function, no function. Okay. Oh, there's a little note. Arcade games can be started by pressing menu and hitting A to insert a coin. Okay. All right, that's fine. We can try that. So let's play the game. So we hit A. Now menu. Let's see. Oh, menu's not on the controller. Menu's on the system. Okay, so don't stray too far from your system, because you got to use it to put credits in and leave games and stuff. So I don't know if they're going for something more authentic or just lazy. No idea. Anyways, let's start. So Galaga, I've played a lot of Galaga. This is one of my favorites. Alright, D-pad feels okay, and alright, so I can tell you right off the bat one thing I already don't like about this controller. So yeah, D-pad feels fine, but this C button on this thing, even though it feels very responsive to press, I have to press it extra hard to actually get it to register that I'm pressing it. So no light tapping, or else you're not going to shoot. So I don't know if maybe if once you wear this thing in, it might work a little better. I think my solution ultimately is going to be to use a Genesis controller to try this guy out. So beyond that, it doesn't feel too bad. The gameplay, at least for Galaga here, looks fine. I feel like I'm playing a normal Galaga game. And of course, I blew up my ship like a normal Galaga game. Great. Alright, on to the next. So, alright, so let's go ahead and we'll try out... Oh, you can do more than one coin. Good to know. Alright, so... actually, before we leave the game... Actually, we won't do in this game, because the scale line filter on a mostly black background game is probably going to look terrible. So let's flip back over. We'll go back. Alright, let's do Mega Man. Let's play Mega Man. Mega Man Begins. Looks okay. So, real test is going to be how the other buttons feel. So, let's see here. I usually do Bomb Man first when I play the first Mega Man. So, let's see how well I can do. It has been a bit since I played the first Mega Man, but I don't think I'll be too terrible at it. Alright, so A button does nothing. It looks like I don't know what X is doing there. So start is pause, that's typical. X is... don't really know what X is doing there. Alright, so B's fire and C is jump. I always hated these little jumping things. I think last time I played this game I complained about that too. Oh, energy, thank you. So this doesn't feel too bad. I will say that after knowing I gotta press that C button a little harder, it's I'm already used to it. Already used to it. Okay, I don't need that. You know, let's try that scanline filter. So let's hit our menu button again, which is on the system. course, our save slots are in here. Scanline filter on. There seems to be some lag as I'm hitting menu options here, or I'm just hitting the wrong button multiple times. Okay, resume. Oh, we gotta go back to resume game. I should have known that. Okay, so there's our scanline filter. I mean, it does what it's supposed to. It's adding scan lines. I will be fully honest with you guys. I never saw a lot of the attraction of putting the scan lines on. Maybe I'm just not as cool as everybody else when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I don't mind playing it without them. I think it still looks nice and clean. Doesn't bother me. Alright, so as you can tell, Mega Man plays finals, hoping to get to a spot in here where the game has slowdown. But that's not going to be in this level. I should have probably did a Lek-Man stage for that. But that's okay. It was okay. There was definitely some slowdown there as the explosion. Okay, so it's definitely emulating NES fully. We're getting the slowdown. We're getting that kind of stuff. All right, let's try something else. Just to obviously, I can't go through all the games. That would be far too many. But from what we're looking at so far, okay. I am curious how Street Fighter plays. So this is Super Street Fighter 2, new challengers. This should be using all the buttons on the controller. I'm curious. Do we get to put coins in? Is this arcade emulation? Alright, so save, load, and rewind functions are not compatible with this game. I'm guessing, oh look at that, it's like decompressing. So this must be using the full horsepower of this device to play this. Oh yeah, look at that. Gotta put coins. Oh, okay. So we gotta put some coins in. So this is definitely giving some kind of experience of arcade-ish. I put the coins in. Did I not put the coins in? No? Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. One player start. And it's actually been a bit since I played Street Fighter. So who do I usually play Street Fighter as? I think it's Ken. And a bit. Ken versus Cammy. Alright, so our ABC are our kicks, and XYZ are our punches, which to me is usually backwards. And I'm getting wrecked right now by Cammy. There we go. Dragon Punch. Okay, we can Hadouken. We can Roundhouse Kick, and we can get kicked in the face! And we're down. It doesn't feel bad. It feels like there may be some kind of slowdown there. Maybe, but I don't know. It feels alright to me. I mean, maybe I'm just not good at this game. That could be always something, too. I know when I play Street Fighter, I always played a lot of Turbo. I didn't play a whole lot of Super. So it could just be being not used. I also played a lot of Alpha. Yeah, I'm getting beat. Alright, so that's that. You guys don't need to watch me get beat over and over again in Street Fighter. Oh, scan lines on. Oh, you want to see scan lines for that? Okay, let's do scan lines just to show you guys. Scan lines looks like that. Again, I'm not feeling the scan lines, guys. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with them inherently. I'm not a big fan of them. Alright, let's play something else. Yeah, I definitely recommend if you do pick up one of these, use a Genesis controller. This controller is terrible. I think when I do my follow-up video to this, which is going to be the adding games to this, I'm going to use a Genesis controller. Because, yeah, this controller is terrible. Alright, so Mega Man 2. Alright. I don't know much about this game. This is, if I'm saying that right, Phelios? It's a shooter. I don't think I ever played this game. Once upon a time, there was Pegasus Flying. Alright, yeah, I got it. Let's play. So, I don't... what was this for? Was this arcade or was this Genesis? It looks Genesis to me. Oh, these are power-ups. Okay. It's definitely a fun game. Liking it so far. Okay. How have I never seen this game before? This is actually pretty fun. It's a little slow paced right now. Maybe it picks up, but so far, not too bad of a game. And I'm assuming it's playing correctly because it feels alright. Oh, those guys you gotta charge to get them. That adds a little bit of difficulty. There's guys that can only be shot by a charge shot. Alright, I take back the slow pace. It's attack the head of the Landau? What is that? Give me these power-ups. I probably need them. Whoa! Look at... Oh, I can just hold this thing down now? That's fantastic. Alright, where am I flying? Oh, this thing. Well, this is definitely a helpful weapon to have. Option. Wow, this is a great game. Oh, I lost my super cool weapon. What oh no, I fell off my horse. And I'm down to nothing power-up wise. I might have to collect all my stuff. Alright, there we go. I got this super weapon again. Give me that thing. Alright, weird enemy snake man thing. Gonna have to beat you. Am I getting just too enthralled in this game? Alright, okay, I gotta show you games, guys. I can't just keep playing. Wow, I want to play this later. Okay, alright, let's... Menu. Okay. Let's quit this game. You know, the controller didn't feel too bad for that. Alright, let's do one more game. What can we play? What can we play? Judge Dredd. I don't think I've ever played this. Apparently this is a console. What system? I think this is oh, well, yeah, it's Genesis. It does say Sega. I don't think I ever played Judge Dredd. I've seen the movie plenty of times. The old one. I didn't like the new one. The old one, though. It's great. Oh, it's by Probe. Did Probe do, did they work on Acclaim? Did NBA Jam? For the Genesis, anyway? Alright, come on. I'm guessing this is a beat-em-up, isn't it? Whoa, whoa. What do you do? He's guilty. Okay, so what do I... Okay, what is with the screen? Does it have to move around that much? Alright, what do I even do here? Alright, did I already, like, screw myself over of having, I don't know, something else? Alright, I'm stuck. You know what, I'm actually kind of happy I'm stuck here, because this game is making me nauseous. It moves way too much. Not bad overall. Not too bad. System-wise, that game's terrible. I didn't like that at all. So that is the AtGames Legend Flashback. So in the next part of this video, I will be plugging an SD card slot into that device, adding hopefully more games to it or whatever updates you can do, and we'll see how that works. As always, guys, I do appreciate the watch. I'll see you next time.